When Leonardo da Vinci arrived at the dining room of the monastery of Santa Maria delle Grazie to paint a mural, he chose a moment rich with emotion and meaning. This moment from the Gospel of John captures Jesus announcing to his disciples, "One of you will betray me." Leonardo's choice of this specific moment raises an interesting question. Why focus on the declaration of betrayal in a scene that could be seen as a celebration of friendship and unity? To answer this, let's look deeper into the artwork. The Last Supper doesn't need much introduction. Alongside the Mona Lisa, it's one of Leonardo's most famous artworks. Completed just before the turn of the 16th century, this masterpiece of Renaissance art is renowned for its balance, symmetry, and emotional depth. Leonardo's use of linear perspective is evident in the room's ceiling, floor tiles, and wall panels, all converging at a single vanishing point behind Jesus' head. This technique not only creates a sense of depth, but also emphasizes Jesus as the central figure, both literally and symbolically. The disciples are arranged in 4 groups of 3, with Jesus at the center, forming a balanced and symmetrical composition. Each group reacts differently to Jesus' announcement, displaying a range of human emotions, which Leonardo da Vinci has portrayed so beautifully. To Jesus' far left, Matthew, Thaddeus, and Simon the Zealot turn to each other in confusion, seeking answers. The next group, James the Greater, Thomas, and Philip, show indignation. James recoils while Thomas raises his hand in disbelief, foreshadowing his future doubt. The far right group, Nathanael, James the Lesser, and Andrew, react with surprise. Nathanael appears to rise from his seat, and Andrew raises his hands in shock. And finally, the group to the right of Jesus, Peter, John, and Judas. Peter, ever the protector, holds a knife and leans towards John, urging him to ask Jesus to identify the betrayer. John remains calm and serene, reflecting his close bond with Jesus. Judas, in contrast, is depicted in shadow, clutching a bag of silver and reaching for the same dish as Jesus, signaling his impending betrayal. Amidst the chaos and varied reactions, Jesus remains a figure of serenity and acceptance. His composed demeanor, despite the turmoil around him, speaks volume about the strength of his character and the depth of his love for his friends. Leonardo's depiction of this moment invites us to reflect on the commitment of Jesus. Knowing the betrayal he would face, Jesus continues to reach out to each of his disciples. His calm presence amidst their emotions signifies his unwavering love and understanding. Even in this moment of foreseen betrayal, he extends his hand towards Judas, symbolizing his constant offer of forgiveness and redemption. Notice how Jesus' hands are stretched out on the wooden table, mirroring the way they would be stretched out on the cross just a few hours later. This powerful symbolism connects the Last Supper to the crucifixion, highlighting Jesus' ultimate sacrifice and his steadfast commitment to humanity. As the events unfold, all the disciples eventually desert Jesus in his time of need. Fear and confusion lead them away from him. Yet Jesus' commitment shines through even after his resurrection. He returns to them, reaching out once more, offering forgiveness and reaffirming his love. Leonardo's Last Supper is not just a depiction of a biblical scene. It speaks of the commitment of Jesus' love and forgiveness. While the disciples' reaction range from confusion, anger, disbelief, and indignation, Jesus remains a steadfast figure of peace and redemption.